I'm John Beneducci, your health and fitness coach. So one of the things I get asked the most is, should I take fat out of my diet? And today we're going to go over why fats, good fats, are actually going to make you skinny, okay? So there's a few things I want to think about in my diet. I want a good portion of my diet to be composed of good quality fats. Somewhere in the 30% minimum up to, I go about 50% fat in my diet. What that's going to do is make you what's called fat adapted. So our body is going to let go of anything that it's getting regularly. It's not going to keep it. So if I get good fat in my diet, my body's going to give up some of my fat. It doesn't need so much of it, right? It's getting good fat and it's like, okay, we're good. We're not going to starve to death. We have good fats coming in. We're going to be able to let go of some of the fat we have stored up. You'll notice that people that eat mostly carbs, that have a very carbohydrate heavy diet and go very low fat, tend to be a little on the what I call skinny fat side, right? How do you know if you're skinny fat? I don't know, if you pinch something and there's a lot of softness going on there, you might be skinny fat. And that's not due to eating fat, that's actually due to eating too much carbs. Whatever carbs I eat that I don't utilize right away gets stored as body fat. Whatever fat that I eat will not get stored as body fat if I have a good amount of fat already. My body won't hold on to that fat. So I want to get some good fats in my diet, somewhere in the 30 to 50% range of my calories. Now what we have to remember too is that fat has 9 calories per gram. So you're going to have less volume of fat to make up that amount of calories. So if I have 100 grams of fat, that's going to be 900 calories. Pretty much half of a normal person's 1,800 to 2,000 calorie diet. So keep that in mind when you're calculating your fat. You can't have the same portion of fat because it's so calorically dense as you would of, let's say, a sweet potato or a piece of grilled chicken breast. Now the fats we want to have are going to be, I like olive oil personally. I'm a Guinea, I'm Italian, and I grew up with a lot of olive oil. Actually, I have a master's in history, and the Roman soldier in ancient Rome, these guys weighed like 145 pounds, and they were ripped, and they would eat 8 ounces of olive oil every day was part of their ration. 8 ounces of olive oil, that's going to give me over 1,000 calories just from olive oil, just from one good quality fat source. And that kept them very fueled for their training. They did 25 miles of marching every day. So good fats, especially olive oil, has a really good historical basis of why we should have them in our diet. Another good fat, coconut oil. I love coconut oil. I love making my sweet potatoes a little baked with some coconut oil on them. Really good way to get my fat in. Another good one is nuts and seeds, okay? So you can't overdo these because they're so calorically dense, but a really good snack to have on you when you're feeling hungry. Fat's also gonna make you feel fuller, so it's good to have that fat in our diet. Nuts and seeds, I like almonds, macadamia nuts. These are going to be great for you. Also in butters, nut butters are great too. Also remember, watch your portions on these, okay? If you go too high in your calories, it's not going to matter what you're eating, you're going to tend to gain a little more weight, okay? So be conscious of your calories, but make sure we get all these good fats. So my favorites, olive oil, coconut oil, nuts and seeds, nut butters. I really like avocado. Avocado is really good as far as fat content goes. One of my other favorites is going to come from eggs, okay? I know eggs are often vilified. They're like, eat the whites, don't eat the yolks, stop that shit. Whoever got fat 100 years ago eating eggs? It just didn't happen. So don't be afraid to eat the whole egg. It's all right, it's not gonna make you fat. Actually, you need the good cholesterol in that to counteract the bad cholesterol that could be coming from your diet. So don't be afraid to have a full egg either. These are the fats I mostly stick to. All right, I would suggest you do the same. So we'll go with olive oil, coconut oil, nuts and seeds, nut butters, avocado, and eggs. Also, one other thing, don't be afraid of the skin. Skin on your chicken. Sometimes, especially if you roast it, the skin on the chicken is usually pretty healthy. I mean, think about it. A lion eats the whole animal. He's not getting fat, right? So eating some of the skin isn't that bad. There's not a lot of nutrients there also that are going to help your body give up some of its fat. I like to think of fat as like money. If I got $1 million tomorrow, tell the truth, you spend it, right? So my body thinks the same way about fat. Once it gets some fat in, it's going to spend some of its fat and make you a lot leaner. So guys, fat's can make you skinny, all right? Stick to the good fats.